Nice little player just came into the inventory here at Crossroad Cues from the legendary shop in Pasadena, Maryland. One of our personal all-time favorite cue makers, and notably one of the best repair guys on the planet. Rick at Phillippi Cues. Rick's always working on some real big cues, and he's definitely buried in work over there, just like any great cue maker. So he doesn't have a lot of time to make the player quality cues, but we are an official dealer of his cues, and we get our hands on some nice stuff. This is a really cool cue, and it's a great price point for somebody. If you want to get into a cue that is made by a world-class cue maker for under $1,000, we're going to do this one at only $950. It's got one shaft. That's the way every Phillippi cue comes. It's a radial pin. Very nice piece of Gabon Ebony here. If you look up Gabon Ebony, it's one of the most expensive of all the exotic woods. It's from West Africa. Really hard wood. Makes for extremely good playability. I thought that was what you call Macassar ebony, but I was dead wrong. I talked to Rick, and he says that's Gabon Ebony. There's a couple different ways that people spell it. Some people spell it Gabon. The most common way is Gaboon, but nevertheless, beautiful, beautiful Merry Widow here. The other neat thing about this cue, the wrap that's on it is a pigskin wrap, and it's some of the stuff that's really tough to find right now. Now, you can find pigskin, but this particular quality of it right here, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit so you can see. Rick said this is one of the last few pieces that he's got in the shop. He was using this for a long time, and people actually liked it so much because it's got a great texture to it. It holds up good, that people would always want to get it when they refinished cues with them or had cues rewrapped. And he says he's just flat out not able to get this stuff anymore, not of this caliber. So get it while you can. Really nice piece right there. Rick's wrap installation is some of the best in the world. You can't even tell that it's not part of the cue. So signed by Phillippi right there. Radial pin. You got nice little white circular rings at the joint and at the cap. So very understated, nothing super fancy. This is just a perfect player right here. The butt weight is 15.7 ounces. You got a nice 4-ounce maple shaft, 13 millimeter, and it hits a ton. I put one of my other shafts on this cue. I always try to test everything out with another shaft so I can really explain to you how it hits. Good, solid, commanding hit, just like everything Phillippi puts out of that shop. Perfect little player for somebody right here. You will not be disappointed. Rick and his father have been making cues. His father, the late, great Richard Phillippi, started making cues in the 1970s. Rick jumped on board in the 80s and has carried the legacy for many, 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 many years. The finish is always like glass. You'll never get a cue made by Rick that has any type of issues, cosmetically, mechanically, anything. I mean, his work is just super, super good. We're definitely a big fan of his work here. I collect them, I play with them, and here's an opportunity for you to get a good one and keep some money in your pocket. So it will be on the website shortly, crossroadcues.com. No trade-ins, straight cash, $950 plus shipping. Get it while it lasts. Thanks for taking a look.